Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 12 of the McFarlane Toys Show, a Toy Fair special. Thank you so much for joining us, whether you're tuning in on YouTube or one of our other platforms. We're, as always happy to have you all here. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button below. I'm your host, AJ, from the McFarlane Toys marketing team, and today I'm joined by returning guest, Brian. Brian, welcome back.
Thank you, AJ. Good to be here.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
All right. So reminder, as always, is to keep it positive and respectful in the comments. Zero tolerance for hate and negativity, especially towards others. Our faithful and trusty moderators are there to have a good time with you in the comments. So, keep it constructive and keep it fun. And we're going to have a good time today. We have a lot to cover, and we're just going to get right into it. Brian, you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, let's go. First, before we get into the Toy Fair walkthrough, and we do have a lot of reveals, which I will put that out there because we are saving a lot of them for the end of the show, but we do have some mixed in throughout the show as well. And we do also have some really cool giveaways mixed in towards the beginning and the end of the show as well. So you'll definitely want to make sure you stick around. Okay, but before we get into the Toy Fair tour, we've got a few things to highlight today. We've got a lot of really exciting events coming up with our retail partners. Next up is actually Walmart CollectorCon, which is March 19th. So it's next Thursday. And Brian is going to be doing a live stream with Todd at 12 o'clock Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. So they're going to be going live on walmart.com/live. For Walmart CollectorCon, we've got a bunch of new releases going up that day. We got a couple exclusives as well. So it's going to be a really fun stream, and you will see Brian there with Todd next week.
Yep. Should be fun.
Very fun. And we actually have a word from Todd that I'm just going to bring him on in here to fill you in on just all the details for that stream to come. So here's Todd.
Hey everybody, Todd McFarlane here. Want to invite you to come and join me on March 19th. I'm going to be doing a live stream for Walmart, right? So go to walmart.com/live, go to the right marketplace, and we're going to be doing and showing you a bunch of new figures. We're going to show you some new releases. We're going to show you some pre-orders. You come out, watch us. It's going to start at 12 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Pacific. You come, we're going to talk, have a good time. Make sure you mark it on your calendar, walmart.com, and I'm going to be doing a live stream March 19th. Let's be there. See you then.
All right. Thank you, Todd. And then next up, we've got very exciting McFarlane Week exclusively at GameStop. So this is March 5th to 11th. And I'm going to actually send it right back to Todd to fill you in all the details on McFarlane Week. So here's Todd again.
Hey everybody, Todd McFarlane here. I want to talk to you about our exciting partnership with GameStop. Now, every year we get a week where they celebrate all things McFarlane Toys. That's going to happen April 5th through the 11th, right? And they're going to have an exclusive toy that is going to be coming out that week. So we want you to either go to the stores or go to the website, because let's show you what you can get. Last year, we had this figure out here and it blew out in a heartbeat. So don't miss out this time. We've got our Nuka-Cola Armor T60. Is going to come on here from our Elite series, right? It's going to be a new paint job, new look. Everything's in there. I don't know if you can see over here. Here's the packaging. It's going to be coming in new packaging, our Elite Edition packaging for it. And if you see over here, inside the packaging is going to come with a bunch of accessories that are in there. This, again, is going to get released during that April 5th, April 11th week, McFarlane Toys Week. So if you didn't get your limited sort of pre-order in, that's the time to either go check it out, get it online, get it at the stores. We're super excited about it. GameStop been good to us.
And thank you, Todd. Again, just to clarify, for the Nuka-Cola T60 at GameStop, we're going to be doing a pre-order launch with them that Todd mentioned on the 24th of March. And so they'll be open for pre-order there, and then there'll be more inventory available for McFarlane Week, April 5th to 11th, only at GameStop. And next up, we've got Target's Summer Geek Out. So we've been taking part in the Target's Geek Outs for the last 3 years now. Always great events. We usually have some exclusives planned. So be ready this July for Target's Summer Geek Out. We've also got some really exciting news from Entertainment Earth, which was announced also at Toy Fair. We are doing, they're bringing back superpowers. We're bringing back superpowers with Entertainment Earth. It'll be available exclusively at Entertainment Earth and Brand. We've got a lot of cool characters.
Yeah, there's some unfinished business with superpowers, and I think fans are going to get what they're looking for later this summer through Entertainment Earth. So excited about the partnership and continuing superpowers there.
Yeah, and some big news, some big updates to come in the not too distant future from Entertainment Earth. We won't want to spoil anything yet, but there is updates coming in the near future. So look forward to that. Our good friends over at Big Bad Toy Store have all of our Mortal Kombat classic figures in stock now and shipping. So if you're looking for some of the awesome Mortal Kombat figures, definitely check out Big Bad Toy Store. And then, of course, over at Amazon, we've got a bunch of new releases that have gone up on Amazon. So definitely check out our Amazon storefront. We're constantly updating it with new releases as well. And then we've also got over at the McFarlane Toy Store the customer appreciation deal for the month of March is 30% off all of our Spawn t-shirts. So if you enter the code, as you can see from the graphic, shirt30 at checkout, you get 30% off of our Spawn t-shirts. And unbiased opinion, they're fantastic shirts, really good quality. We had a bunch of them at Toy Fair, a bunch of new designs, and just really, really great quality. They were definitely worth checking out if you haven't already. And we got a lot more planned for Spawn and McFarlane Toys merch, and we'll be talking about that a little bit later. And then we also have for our Canadian fans and friends at EB Games. We've got the Lich King that is up for pre-order and available to place your order at EB Games. So definitely check that out for our fans in Canada. And then for our fans in France at Micromania, Lich King is also up on promo as well. As just like EB, there is a deal if you pre-order the Lich King in advance at Micromania and EB Games. So definitely check out both of those if you're in Canada or if you're in France. All right. And then just again, we're getting close to the Toy Fair recap here, but just want to highlight some of our latest releases from this past week. So we've got our Joker and Solomon Grundy Todd's mods, which for those who haven't grabbed one yet, they're really cool, like 4 to 5 inch vinyl posed figures with some, as Todd McFarlane's outrageous designs as it is defined fully, but yeah, some really cool new releases from Todd's mods. And then we've also have our latest wave of Demon Slayer. So we've got Zenitsu, Gyu, and then also Missouri. So definitely check out our latest wave of 7-inch scale Demon Slayer figures. And then of course today we launched a bunch of new Batmans. So we got our Batman from Hush 2, our Batman of Bethlehem, and then our 90s Justice League inspired Batman as well, which are up for pre-order right now. I know they're starting to sell out. And they are showing up at Walmart as well, so they are available in store. But they are, they're starting to sell out online. So definitely make sure you grab your favorites if you haven't already. Okay, now let's get into the Toy Fair recap, and I'm actually gonna have Todd kick it off because our first we have a bunch of different lines that we're going to get to today. We want to start off with our Image Comics Founders Elite Edition series, which we're, Brian and I are both very excited about. But we'll let Todd.
He can speak to it better than any of us, right?
Let Todd show you what we had on display at Toy Fair from Image Comics. So let's check it out right now.
Hey everybody, Todd McFarlane here. I want to talk to you about one of the most exciting lines because I'm a little bit biased here. This is what we're calling our Image Comics Founders line, right? These are all the people who helped start Image Comic Books with me. So let's look at a couple of the figures. Obviously, Spawn came out last year, and this is the only figure we've ever done with the classic OG uniform and a bendable cape, OG and bendable cape. He killed it last year. I don't know if you can get on the back, see all the detail on the back of this cape. So if none of you have had a chance to get it, you might want it because there's some cool detail on it. The next couple that are coming out are going to be Shadowhawk from Jim Valentino. Here's some of the accessories. I don't know if you guys can see here. And then after that is going to be the Savage Dragon by Eric Larson. Both of these guys, my partners today, after 30 plus years. So we got their figures coming. And then after that, we're going to have the Jim Lee Spartan figure. It's going to look super cool. After that, we're going to have Mark Silvestri's Witchblade. And then, last but not least, going to look really good for the first time, I believe, is Rob Liefeld's Prophet figure. So then we will have 6 figures, and we're going to put them all together at some point, and we're going to be doing a complete Founders line. But in the meantime, they're going to be coming out one at a time. Hope you guys are excited as I am, especially you comic book fans out there.
Awesome. So we are, like I said, going to get right into it here. Todd, I already covered our Savage Dragon and Spawn and Shadowhawk as well. So we will move right ahead to Lich King, which I covered a bit already, obviously at EB and Micromania. This pre-order is pretty much sold out everywhere in the US, but he is going to be available in stores at GameStop and Walmart. So if you weren't able to get your pre-order in, there will be more stock available. Really cool figure. Definitely check it out. And then Doomslayer from Doom the Dark Ages was nominated for Toy of the Year award. Our very first McFarlane Elite Edition figure from last year that was just an absolutely fantastic one. You guys, blew the pre-orders out of the water. It's been tough to find, and we made a lot of them. So we really appreciate the support on that. And we're looking forward to hopefully doing some more Doom in the future. And I'll throw it over to Brian to talk to you about
for Hellboy. I mean, this is a long time coming for McFarlane Toys, obviously capturing the great Mike Mignola art style there, soft goods code. That's the main release figure on the left-hand side, and then the chase figure on the right. But just two great Warhammer figures that I think we're all going to be jumping at, myself included. Great Hellboy figures. So yeah, is that what I said?
You said
Hellboy. But very excited about these two figures, the collector edition version of them. So yeah, excited to see those come to market.
Awesome. And so Hellboy pre-order on Hellboy Day, March 23rd. So coming up very quickly, we're going to do an official reveal on social. I mean, obviously it's been revealed, but official announcement on social with that date. But look, mark it on your calendars. March 23rd, Hellboy Day will be when the pre-order goes up for the mainline Hellboy with the soft goods go. All right. And next up, a really exciting new brand for us, Poppy Playtime. Based on the massively popular game. And so we've got a huge assortment here from Poppy. We launched the 7-inch action figures for pre-order a few weeks back. They blew out very quickly. We do have a lot more stock coming that will be available in stores. We initially announced this line at IGN FanFest, and we did have it on display at Toy Fair secretly. But IGN had the first look a few weeks back at FanFest, and so we have a few different scales here, a few different products. So we have the 7-inch, which I mentioned. These are the 4.5-inch, the smaller scale, which still have the bendy limbs, and then we have the big 12-inch Huggy Wuggy, Kissy Missy, which are also have the bendy wires, so you can have a lot of fun. And then we have the grab pack, as you can see here, which are some of those grabbable, those
classic. You see in the game, right? So yeah, why not make that as a toy, right? There you go.
Perfect. They very toyetic, really cool lineup. And then last but certainly not least, we do have our blind bag smiling critters, which are of course based on the game as well. Come with the blind bag turns into a little base that is designed after the factory floor. And yeah, you can assemble them in some really cool ways. We had the whole first wave here on display at Toy Fair, and we're really excited for these. So the 7-inch, as I mentioned, went up for pre-order. I believe they're sold out everywhere, but there is more stock coming. And these other categories here, the 4.5-inch, the 12-inch, and the blind bags are coming very soon. So we'll be posting more with our great partners over at Mob Entertainment with updates on where you can find everything else this spring. So look forward to. There's
a lot of good. Sorry, AJ, to walk you back a little bit. A lot of good variety in those figures. Good flocked variants, which are like fuzzy versions. So yeah, there's going to be some rarities that you can chase after in that blind program.
Awesome. Next up, we had our merch section here. So we started this within the last few years. Actually, last year we had new T-shirts, as I mentioned earlier, based on Spawn artwork, and then also some toy photography. We're doing some DC shirts with toy photography as well. And then, as you can see here, I'm actually just going to pause because these are some of the newer pins that we were doing with DC. These are die cut toy photography enamel pins, so they're based on photos that we took of the products, and we turn them into these pins. And honestly, you have to see them in person to really do them justice. Like, they have like 3D elements to them. The paint is fantastic. So if you haven't actually been able to get your hands on one, you go to McFarlane Toy Store right now. There's a bunch available. And then in addition to the DC pins, we do have the Spawn pins as well, which we have the cover series that we're doing. I will just look back there for a second just to show everybody what those look like, just as an example. A bunch of different covers from Todd and from Todd's fantastic colleagues over at Image. So yeah, we're really excited about these, and they, like I said, they look fantastic in person. They look great on your shelf. There's a lot of different ways to display them. They're a lot smaller, obviously, so if space is an issue, they're easier to collect and not take up too much shelf space. So definitely check out the pins and shirts. at McFarlaneToyStore.com. And I have been talking a lot, so I'm going to
take a break, AJ.
Yeah,
so moving over to action figures, on the top shelf there, we've got our summer wave coming, which features Curse of Spawn, which you're seeing there, Wings of Redemption, which we'll pan over to here in a minute. But a great wave of, fully articulated Spawn figures. So there's Wings of Redemption there, and then classic Nightmare Spawn coming up here in a minute, but super cool looking. So look for those coming this summer, too, with Wings. So great value in the box as always. The Supreme Deco, and lots of sculptural detail. And then down below here, this kind of late breaking stuff here is our constructive figs. So little mini construction figures of all the different Spawn characters, villains and heroes, etc., etc. They come in blind bags like this. So there's 12 different characters total, and they're going to come in that gravity feeder box. So you got to kind of chase them all to collect them all. But really excited to branch into new territory for Spawn with these constructive figs here. And down below, obviously, the great resin statues. We're in a ton of resin Spawn statues on the market prior to the last couple of years. So they've been doing really, really well. We've been able to capture great moments like Spawn #1 there. So really able to get all the great detail in these 7-inch scale resin statues. On to Helldivers here. So we're really all in on gaming properties. So embarked on a journey here with PlayStation. Helldivers is kind of the first out of the gate here. So you're seeing the 2 Elite editions. The first one there was the BO1 Tactical Super Soldier. That's going to be hitting Walmart very soon, back in the entertainment section, which is kind of in the neighborhood where most of our McFarlane toys are in the store there. We have the CE35 Trench Engineer. That's also an Elite edition. But then as we go, we're going to come down to the gaming edition, which is like our collector edition on the comic side, right? A lower price point here, but allows you to world build and army build. So you've got the TR40 Gold Eagle and the TR7 Ambassador of the brand armor as well. So 2 examples. That's the chase there, the blue one in the back. So really building out this Helldivers 2 universe through figures.
Awesome. And then just quickly, so Brian mentioned they will be in store at Walmart. They will be available online as well at select retailers. But Walmart is definitely going to be the place to be for that, to find Helldivers in store. So definitely we'll have more updates on that very soon. All right. And then we wanted to tease. We announced our partnership or collab with PlayStation and God of War, obviously a legendary video game. We're excited to embark on this journey with them. So stay tuned for more. But that was an exciting announcement we got to make during Toy Fair. Yeah, a lot of excitement about these PlayStation games, and we are very excited ourselves. Here's one where I'm going to pause it here because this
is Hellboy, right, AJ?
These are Hellboys. These are the Hellboys. These are our Warhammer 40K figures from Games Workshop, which we've been doing for quite a few years now. And but this is a first for us right here. Is our very first Elite Edition Warhammer action figure, and this is based on the upcoming Dawn of War. Whoops, just knocked my own headphones out. This is based on the Dawn of War video game, which is coming up later this year. So we have Captain Cyrus here, which is the Elite Edition. I'm just going to go back a little bit there because that was the Stern Guard veteran that was on display. So he is a regular gaming edition box, not an Elite edition. The only Elite edition from this wave is Captain Cyrus. As you can see here, he's got a bunch of accessories. He does have a soft goods cape as well. I'm actually going to flip over to the 360 video here so you can get a better look at just all the paint deco detail. Like I mentioned, the soft goods cape, and then this is just the massive accessories that comes with the figure. So just a complete and really awesome looking Captain Cyrus there that will be going up for pre-order on March 19th. So next Thursday, he'll be up for pre-order along with the rest of the wave here, and I will just keep going because we're going to show the other figure from Dawn of War 4, which is also a regular release, not an Elite Edition figure, and that is our Infiltrator Blood Ravens 7-inch scale action figure. There he is right there, pointing right at us. And so I'll just show just a quick look here. There we go. He's pointing here as well. Just a quick look, closer up look at the infiltrator from Dawn of War 4. And then here's that Stern Guard veteran with his alternate head. And then one other from this wave is the Gray Hunter as well. So all 4 of these will be up for pre-order on March 19th. And so look forward to that. And moving right along into Mortal Kombat Classic, Brian.
Yeah, so a lot of great figures coming as part of McFarlane Week at GameStop. You've got Jade and then Noob Cybot. So again, McFarlane Week at GameStop, April 5th to 11th. But then Ermac and Johnny Cage, long-awaited Johnny Cage, coming soon here in the video.
There he is.
There he is. Thank you, Johnny Cage. The figure I'm most excited about, quite frankly, and then the Invisible Reptile and Ice Clone Sub-Zero. So there's that figure there. So we've been off to a great start with Mortal Kombat Classic, based on the first few video games that came out in the 90s. So excited to keep these going.
Yeah, and the one thing I will mention, you can see here in the video, we got the 2-packs with like the massive accessories. Those are going to continue as well. These are the previous releases that we were showing here at Toy Fair, but we do have some other new content planned for the deluxe 2-packs as well.
That's right.
All right, and then
we're jumping over to Marvel Rivals. So one of the biggest video games on the planet. So our new 1/10 scale wave on the top shelf here. There's the #1 most played character, Jeff Landshark. We've got Magneto, Captain America, Mighty Thor, and then Doctor Strange there in box. But then we also have these great stylized bag clips featuring Venom, Penny Parker, Human Torch, etc., etc. So we get a really broad bench of characters out of the gate here with the bag clips. So those are coming this summer as well. So lots of Marvel Rivals. There's Jeff again, everybody's favorite, Magneto as well. But you can see all the great sculptural detail. These are literally just pulled straight from the video game. A lot of really, really cool designs here that we're able to capture in statue form. Levitating Doctor Strange is always fun too. So yeah, lots of fun with Marvel Rivals.
Nice. And we do have... we have a bunch more planned for Marvel Rivals and for Marvel Comics as well at our 1/10 and 1/6 scale. So a lot more to come, especially as we get closer to the summer. A lot of exciting new content coming. All right, continuing into gaming, as we mentioned. We got a lot of gaming here, and we are absolutely all in on gaming and very excited about it. We have our Fallout. This is a new category for us. Our Fallout mini figures based on the TV show designs of the characters, but of course those are based on the Bethesda's incredible game series Fallout. And so we have some different rarities. Those are glow in the dark, as you can imagine, the green versions there. So there's definitely a chase element to these Fallout figures, mini figures, and those are actually coming quite soon. So we'll have more information on where you can find them for those that collect the blind bags and smaller figures. But they're very neat, very, very, very cool new lineup for us. So we're looking forward to everybody checking those out in person for the first time. And then we showed the Nuka-Cola T60 earlier in the stream. Actually, Todd showed it off. And just a reminder, this is going to be GameStop exclusive, March 24th pre-order. We will do a post confirming the exact that date on our socials. I'm just going to pause here before we move ahead. But yeah, we will do a post about the pre-order just to remind everybody, and then there will be stock available in stores at GameStop for McFarlane Week, April 5th to 11th. Okay, I'm just going to take a pause here. We're about halfway through the tour, and just a reminder for those who may have joined late, we're doing a Toy Fair recap here. Obviously, a lot of this has been out there thanks to all the content creators that came by the booth and for all the fantastic content that they put out, showcasing everything. So we thank you for that. But yeah, we're just bringing everything from our side as well, just providing a little bit more context and some more information wherever we have it. So in addition to the walkthrough, we do have some brand new reveals at the end of the show that were not on display here. So just so you know,
news to be made. Yeah,
news to be made still. So we are going to do a quick giveaway. We got one giveaway right now. We're doing another one towards the end of the show that is DC related, but this giveaway is going to be a massive prize pack of MLB figures with opening day right away. The World Baseball Classic is going on right now. Obviously, spring training is all wrapped up, and then it's going to be opening day before we know it. And I'm not going to say what opening day is because that is the skill testing question. And for those of you who are familiar with the show, in order to be entered to win the prize pack, you just have to send the answer to us on our Instagram, McFarlane_toys_official. On Instagram, send us the answer to what date is opening day this year. And that's how we'll be able to track all the entries, and we'll just randomly select somebody from who answers the question correctly, and you'll win an awesome MLB figure prize pack. So remember what date is opening day this year. Send us to DM us on Instagram, and we'll pick a winner and send you your prize pack. Okay, now staying right on the sports theme, we're going to get back into the tour here, and we have tons and tons of sports planned for this year. As you'll see, I'm just going to freeze quickly here because it's a great look at the action figures that we have from our NHL license. And this is their first time doing sports action figures. Is that right, Brian? I know there was some smaller scale with some limited articulation. Is that right?
Oh, yeah, but the 6-inch scale articulated in the way they are here. A very exciting time for McFarlane Toys.
Yeah. So we've got our first wave of NHL action figures, which again are 6-inch scale, similar to like the retro articulation from the DC line. And then we have, again, you saw this with Spawn earlier in the tour. We have our construct figures from the NHL as well, which come in blind bags and also boxes that show you which player you're getting. We did some awesome Olympic versions of Team USA and Team Canada. We still have our 7-inch scale posed figures. We have plush coming, which you see our mascot plush, and we have mascot vinyl figures, which are great for kids or great for adults too that are fans of hardcore fans of any NHL teams. So next up, NFL. You'll see some similar categories here. We have our constructive figures as well in the NHL side too. I'm just going to pause here just so you can see them a little bit clearer. So you can see they come with a football that fits in their hand, and then it's a little NFL logo that they stand on too. So these they come disassembled, hence the name constructive figures. They come disassembled. You assemble them all together, and then you add the stickers yourself too. So it's a fun thing that you can do with your kids that are 8+, because it can be a choking hazard for kids that are younger than that, of course. So be careful. But it's a great thing to do with your family or with another sports fan in your life. So definitely check out the constructive figures, and then we are going to continue, of course, our 7-inch posed NFL figures. We're doing MLB 7-inch post figures. These are some of ours from last year, and then we do have some new MLB figures coming for opening day that are going to be launching for pre-order on March 25th, I believe, along with our very first wave of mascots, which you can see here that we had on display. Yeah, they're really cool.
Highlight of the booth for me. Yeah,
absolutely. Some more NFL 7-inch post figures that we had on display, and we have a bunch more planned for the new season, the next season coming up. We have our 7-inch again posed UFC figures as well. Excuse me. And then last but certainly not least, this was a first look at our NBA posed and articulated figures. Now, these are very early paint master samples. So they did have articulation though. So we did get some like these are posed. He is also posed there, but here we go. We got like LeBron here that you can see the joints there. So that's one of our action figures. And we're really excited about these. We're really excited to bring the NBA into the fold, into McFarlane Sports Picks, and stay tuned for a lot more news coming on those very soon. All right, Brian.
Okay.
What do we got next?
Page Punchers, on to Page Punchers and our Turtles lineup. Obviously, releasing Rocksteady and Bebop, some Foot Soldiers. Love getting Rocksteady and Bebop to round out some of the villains. And then getting into some of the alternate looks like the Turtles in Time towards the end of the year here. You can see 2 of them there. We'll complete the other 2. So lots more coming from Turtles. These come with the IDW comic book from which these figures are based. So love the Page Puncher Turtle figures. Off to a great start, and we'll continue on with those. On the QBs, I have one here in my hand too. I love this. I have it on my desk all day. So lots of brands here. It's a transforming cube that goes from a cube that's branded. So in my case, you got Harry Potter, you got the Gryffindor shield, and it transforms into an HP Harry Potter figure. So you can do that for every brand. If you switch back to the video there, AJ, you can see we've got Superman, we've got Powerpuff Girls, Crypto, Poppy Playtime, Kissy Missy there. So lots of content coming from QBs. On to Q Figs from QMX. The brand is back with a blind box program here featuring a great array of Batman the Animated Series figures. So these are about 2.5, 3 inches. They perfectly encapsulate the character's personality. We've got a great wave. There's variants going to be packed in with these as well that are going to be rare, like that gold one up top. There's going to be slightly more deluxe versions in window boxes like the Poison Ivy, but really a great start here with Batman the Animated Series figures. And then there's Penguin with his pet penguin there. They're going to be packed in blind boxes, like I mentioned, in a CDU. There's Two-Face, Harley Quinn taking a selfie. So inspired, obviously, by the legendary 90s cartoon show. And then as we drop down to the lower shelf here, we've got a Spawn figure in the Q-Fig category. Not a ton of stylized Spawn figures over the years. And so excited to get that into the category, as well as Violator there in the back. And then kind of a 90s tribute wave to Marvel Comics and Todd's run there. So the Incredible Hulk 340, 345. We've got Spider-Man 301. So you can see those great takes on Todd covers, but in the Q-Fig form factor. So these are all going to be launching this summer. So stay tuned for more, but excited about those. Obviously, DC Direct resin statues continue. That's the Liber Mayho, Superman Blue and Red. We've got the Batman Detective Comics number 27. Obviously, we had a resin statue from the Superman movie last year. The J. Scott Campbell line rolls on. That's Poison Ivy, but new content coming there as well. There's Mira. Stay tuned for more. Then there's Batgirl as well. And then down below, some of the best-selling statues from Ninja Batman. So Lord Joker here. This is just probably the most detailed Joker statue I've seen in a while. So that's in the Batman black and white scale. So if you bought the Ninja Batman, you can get that one too. Harley Quinn by Jenny Frison. And then Punchline there as well from Stanley Lau. So Super Friends, our 6-inch DC retro line, which was like an extension of the Batman 66 line if you collected all those. This is the kind of the latest wave here, which Judge Luthor in the back there, Robin, Evil Aquaman, Black Manta
with his one eye, with his eye patch.
One eye,
So
at least
evil.
on his hands. So that's always a win for Aquaman. And then a different version of Batman. So these are all continuing through 2026. And then we've got Batman the Animated Series, the Build-A-Figure wave at Target. Look at Clock King in the back there. He's the Build-A-Figure. He's the newness here. Just great to see him in action figure form. Doesn't happen all the time. So excited to see the Bruce Timm art style to life there. So yeah, lots coming from DC or showcased here at Toy Fair.
Yeah. I'm just going to show just a clip because these are coming up and they're going to be exclusive to Target as they have been for years now. I'm just going to show a closer up look at this wave with our 360 videos. You mentioned we got our Batman coming up. And then in addition to Batman, we have our Zatanna. And this is our Mad Hatter, right, Ryan?
Yep. Mad Hatter, Jervis Tetch.
Looking really good. And then our Joker figure. And then I did show the Clock King there at the beginning as well. So just an awesome wave. So definitely be ready to check out Target. We'll, again, as always, post updates when we've got final timing on when these will be available to find at Target. So stay tuned for that. And we're coming up close to the tour here. Here we got, I'll throw it back to you, Brian.
Yeah, so the last kind of live action outside of George Reeves, but the Brandon Routh figure to complete the kind of modern era of theatrical Superman. So if you have the Chris Reeve, the Henry Cavill, et cetera, David Cornsweet, this is a vital one to pick up, right?
Absolutely.
Looks great too. Scarecrow, the Duck Boat, obviously. This is the Joker was just up for pre-order a little bit. We've got our 12-inch pose statues as well. But Multiverse rolls on through 26. And then Todd's Mods, probably the greatest Plastic Man figure of all time right there. Personal favorite. So looks amazing in person. So when it hits stores, check it out. And then you've got the Penguin there as well.
Awesome. And now that may do it for our recap. But as I mentioned, we have a lot more to show. And it is all going to be DC actually to wrap up this episode 12 of the Toy Show here. So just before we do, I'd always like to take a look at the comments, and I realize we haven't done that quite yet. So I'm going to just see what we've got going on. Release date for Ralph, the Superman Returns figure. He'll be out within the next few months, and we'll have an update on across our socials as soon as that is confirmed. JSC rocks. J Scott Campbell. Yes, he does. Yeah, one of my personal favorites. What else we got here? Scorpion 72 says very cool. I think he's talking about you, Brian.
Oh, great.
And here's a good one to segue into our final segment here. Carlos Alexander AT says, and new releases DC Multiverse ? That's a great segue because now we're going to get into a bunch of new releases. So thank you as always for staying active in the comments. All right, let's get over to the finale here. Let me get back to all of my treasured reveals. So I am going to kick it off. This McFarlane Collector Edition wave, Brian partially revealed at CCXP. I believe at the time we were saying they were the renderings. So we didn't, I think we had maybe a few physical samples and then they were mostly renderings. But we have the final physical looks at the next Collector Edition wave, which I'm happy to announce will be going up for pre-order March 18th, which is very soon. Next Wednesday, to be precise. So be ready on March 18th, and let's get right into our final reveals here. First up, who was a part of the initial tease from CCXP, we've got Black Canary with real fishnet. Those fishnets are soft goods. They are not painted on in this case, so it's really, really cool looking Black Canary. She does come with multiple faceplates. We've got, of course, she had to have her
Sonic Scream head.
Sonic Scream head there. So I know there's been a lot. We've been seeing the comments over the years asking for Black Canary, and she has finally arrived. So March 18th for Black Canary. There is 6 collector edition figures in this wave. So here's number 2. We got Shazam Freddie Freeman. Looking cool. He's got a soft goods cape. Comes with a bunch of lightning accessories as well. And then third, we've got our Vigilante, which comes with, again, a great assortment of accessories. You can see all of them pictured here, actually, with a great pose. Great. Yeah, really, really, really cool. Obviously, cowboy themed Vigilante figure. He's got his hatchet. He's got his 2 revolvers, a soft goods lasso, and his big hunting knife as well. All right, and then this one we did reveal this 360 actually at our holiday show in December. This is of course our Joker based on the 1989 comic, which I know Brian's very excited about this. I am as well. We're all very excited about this one. It turned out great.
Yep.
And then 2 more from this collector edition wave. Lobo was not shown, so this we have done a few Lobos before. This is an updated version of our Lobo. Comes with his space dolphin. Is that correct? That's right.
That sounds right to me. Yep.
And, his iconic hook with chain there, and then a big old blade. Of course, Lobo will be in Supergirl, the movie coming up in June. So we're really excited about Lobo and Supergirl. And then speaking of Supergirl, last but certainly not least, we got our first appearance, like our Action Comics style Supergirl action figure here with the soft goods cape, with the wire. And that is it for our collector edition. That is not it for reveals. We still got a bunch more here. So all 6 of these collector edition will be up for pre-order on March 18th. Select retailers, so available everywhere. We're going to be doing official announcement posts starting on Monday with reminders of the date. So stay tuned for that. But really great wave, right, Brian?
Yeah, no, it's solid. Black Canary, long overdue. Glad we were able to get her in the line. So yeah, really exciting stuff coming.
Absolutely. Okay, and then these were teased out at Toy Fair as well. So you would have seen some footage of these cowls, but I did want to highlight them as well because we have a pre-order date confirmed for these two. So we've got our Batman Beyond Terry McGinnis 1/3 scale cowls. So these are about 7 inches tall, PVC. So they look great on the shelf. And these full faced cowls are just really great. So we're really excited about this one. And all these actually have full masks, I should say, not full cowls, full masked head portraits. So we've got our red hood as well, and then my personal favorite, Azrael Batman, based on the Nightfall, that classic Nightfall design. Just an all-timer right here. So we're really excited about this next wave. So these will be up for pre-order on April 3rd, all 3 cowls. And then one other thing I will tease, we do have 2 gold label exclusive cowls that will be going live for Walmart CollectorCon March 19th, next Thursday. It's an exclusive 2-pack. You've probably seen that we did have them on display at Toy Fair, but we're going to save the full reveal for the live stream. We've got to save some content for Brian and Todd next week. There's a lot more, and Brian and Todd are going to have all the new releases in hand as well. Yep. So look forward to.
I think AJ might have frozen, unless it's just me. Just stay tuned here for a minute. And we lost AJ. Okay. Hold for a moment. We'll get him back. His internet is notoriously reliable, so this is a first for us here. Just to recap some of the stuff you've seen. Obviously, the Black Canary, the Shazam, the Freddie Freeman version, Vigilante, really great DC entries there. Really excited about getting those up for pre-order next March 18th, which is next Wednesday. And then, as AJ just showed you, the 1/3 scale cowls of Batman Beyond. AJ's totally gone now. Red Hood, Azrael, those are all going up for pre-order again on April 3rd. And then we have the Walmart CollectorCon live stream, myself and Todd on that at 9 a.m. Pacific time. So I'll be getting up early, and then 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just recapping the whole show. Obviously, we had the Image Comics Founders line of the tour of Toy Fair here. The Image Comics Founders line, which featured Spawn, Shadowhawk, and Savage Dragon. We then moved over to the Lich King, which from the Warcraft universe, which is just great. And I'm going to stall until AJ comes back on with the recap in case any of you join. From the Warcraft universe has been featured in fully articulated form. Comes with a ton of great accessories, a digital game a code to download some stuff in the game. Then we also had our Doomslayer figure was nominated for a Toady. And then we had the Hellboy, 2 Hellboy action figures, which are in our collector edition line, based on the great comic by Mike Mignola. So lots of stuff there. Poppy Playtime. We have the collector figures, the blind box figures featuring the smiling critters. We had the 12-inch kind of value figure, and then the 4-inch figures as well. And all the action figures have a wired armature, which is really great. So it's not like a traditional articulation set. You can pose them any way you want. So still waiting on AJ to come back here. But what else did we show in the room there? Obviously, Helldiver figures, which we're very excited about. Those are going to launch in store at Walmart, but also online just in a few weeks and months here. We also had our construction figures in sports, articulated action figures in sports, obviously more from Marvel Rivals, statues, and what else? Statues and the bag clips based on the Marvel Rivals video game. I think the long-awaited Jeff the Land Shark statue is huge here as well. AJ's really making you wait for the grand finale here. So we'll keep holding for him. But lots of great stuff at Toy Fair. Obviously, we have a lot of events coming. McFarlane Week at GameStop, which let me get those dates for you guys again. So McFarlane Week at GameStop is April 5th and 11th. There's going to be the Mortal Kombat Classic, Jade and Noob Saibot figures there at GameStop. Those are going to go up for pre-order there as well. So lots coming there. We'll be at San Diego as well, as you know, and most likely near Comic-Con as well. So lots happening for McFarlane Toys. Holding for AJ to come back with the feed here as he is the host. Let me pause for a minute. We don't want to lose you guys because we do have, I think, some of the most exciting reveals we've had in a while. So stay tuned. Don't leave us yet because there's some good ones here. Ones that when I saw them, whereas I was kind of over the moon with how good they looked, which definitely overachieved in my opinion. So yeah, you don't want to leave. You don't want to go anywhere. We've got some good figures to reveal here in the final minutes here. So let's see. Let me see if I can answer anything in the questions here rather than me rambling on here. Glad you guys like Helldivers. Let's see. Joker 89 news. So you maybe joined late, but we showed the Joker 1989 based on the comic book. That is going up for pre-order on March 18th. So next Wednesday there. Agree the Vigilante looks great. Yes, AJ's vanished from the earth. That's right. Helldivers, Larfleeze, Brian, stay tuned. The Lobo looks amazing. More theatrical deluxe figures. There will be more, so stay tuned. Obviously, we just put online for pre-order. I think it was last week. The Heath Ledger Joker, the Chris Reeves Superman with the happier head, if you will, and then the Bane from Dark Knight Rises. Bane was a Build-A-Figure, if you remember, so we couldn't get him unless you bought the whole wave. So it's nice to now be able to come back and pick that one up as a solo figure. MK1 figures planned. Stay tuned there. We're excited about the Johnny Cage figure. I don't know if you guys saw that. He's a rock star character in that game, right? So excited to get him to action figure form. Let's see what else. Trying to answer questions. Big Barter and a Stargirl. I'm a fan of those two, so not hard to convince me. Let's see. Canary Vigilante looks great. I'm gonna keep going back here. Savage Dragon. So just to recap the Image Comics founders thing again. And wait, I hear he's here. He's returned.
Well, that was fun. So the power in my house went off. We're having a bit of a snowstorm where I live.
And you have a jet? Or did it come back on?
It literally just went on and off, and so it just. But
everything had to come back online.
The router, the internet was taking a while to come back on. So I wasn't sure that the stream still was going. I can see, thankfully.
Oh, it all lived on, AJ. We recapped the booth again, just so you know. But I told them you froze again, AJ. So I'm getting worried. I told everyone to stay because we still had the grand finale. So if you're ready to kind of move on,
let's move on because everybody's waiting long enough. Am I freezing or am I okay?
You're okay now. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that was really quite the dramatic pause because that was right before the new reveals started. I'm sorry, everybody. All right, let's get right back into it. Everybody's waited long enough. I have one more reveal that I'm going to throw to Brian to finish it off. We have 9 left to show. Okay, here we go. Thanks for sticking with us, everybody. Here we go. We've got Superman, a great looking mullet Superman, and Mongol 2-pack coming, and it is going up for pre-order on March 19th. So March 19th, you're going to be able to pre-order this. It's just an awesome looking 2-pack. We have released obviously the Mongol before in a different outfit, but he's looking big.
It looks great. I love this 2-pack. Yeah.
Looking big and mean, and you can never go wrong with the mullet Superman. That's for sure. Okay, Brian, take us home here. We've got We've got 8 reveals.
Yeah, we've got so we got a page puncher entry coming up here. This is your Robin Teen Titans figure, wired cape. Just a great look for Robin. So excited to get him in the mix here. I think fans will be happy with this one as well. And then we'll move on. OMAC. So a great army building figure here. If you want to create an OMAC army. So this is an awesome figure. So this will definitely round out your DC Multiverse shelf of action figures. JSA fans, we've got Starman here with his star rod, his glasses, the jacket. Everything about this figure looks incredible. Yeah, if you've been collecting like Dr. Midnight and some of the other JSA characters we've released over the years, most recently over the last year, quite frankly, this is another must-have here. We'll go to the next one, AJ, which is Bronze Tiger for your Suicide Squad fans. That's trying to build a kind of classic lineup of the Suicide Squad, like John Ostrander era. This is a perfect figure to pick up. He looks great. And then a gangbuster figure as well. And then there was one in the comments. I don't know if AJ is going to do it next. Let's see.
I am.
Okay, good. Larfleeze. We previewed this at New York Comic Con, I think, AJ, right? But this is the first full reveal of Larfleeze in action figure form. He looks great. The head sculpt, everything really looks incredible. So there's the update there for the fans. And then 2 more, I think, right, AJ?
2 more.
A Batman Deadman pulled from the White Knight story arc there. So that's a cool entry, an alternate kind of look for Batman and Deadman, obviously. And then last but not least, remastered, recolored Dark Knight Returns figure from the Frank Miller comic book with a wired fabric cape. Just a great deco scheme on this one that looks fantastic. So thank you all for sticking with us here through the to get to the grand finale. Wasn't expecting the power outage, AJ. That's a first for you, right? Yeah.
Now, if there's anything I've learned, you can do as many tech checks as you want before you go live, and the curveball is always a possibility. So thank you again to everybody for sticking around. We do have our final giveaway here that I do want to make sure we don't miss out on. We're doing a DC Multiverse prize pack giveaway, and this is going to be a huge set of mostly collector edition figures and newer collector edition figures. So it's going to be a big prize pack from DC Multiverse, and the skill testing question is, what is Supergirl's real name? So set with the Supergirl movie coming up, we want to stay on theme here, so send your answers to our Instagram DMs. So DM us McFarlane_toys_official. Make sure you're following us as well, and shoot us a DM with the answer to what is Supergirl's real name, and we will pick a winner randomly and send you your massive prize pack of DC Multiverse action figures. And that does it for our show. I will just a couple things to mention before we wrap up. We have a lot of new stuff today, but one thing I will say is we have a ton coming for this summer, so we got to save some for the future and for future shows. We will have another show in April, another McFarlane Toys Show, and there'll be a lot to showcase for the upcoming very busy summer, and that's from DC, from Marvel, and of course from all of our other brands. We've got some really exciting stuff cooking, so look forward to that. Reminders, upcoming events. So Walmart CollectorCon, we mentioned a few times now, I know, March 19th, so next Thursday, Todd will be live streaming with Brian, 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. As you've heard throughout the show, bunch of new pre-orders launching that day, and there will be some exclusives as well launching at Walmart. So be ready to check that out, walmart.com/live. And then McFarlane Week at GameStop, which is April 5th to 11th. A bunch of exciting new releases coming for that week. So we'll have a lot more to share with you. We obviously showed the new Coca-Cola exclusive, but there's a bunch of other stuff that we have planned exciting stuff that we have planned for that week. So stay tuned. And thank you to Brian again for joining and for holding down the fort. that's tough because Brian doesn't have access to the video clip, so I was just like, if Brian's still live right now, I hope he's doing like a stand-up routine or something to keep everybody engaged.
Entertained. Thanks everyone for sticking through.
Yeah, that 5 minutes felt like half an hour for me as I was constantly clicking. But anyways, thanks again for everybody for sticking around. A reminder for anybody watching this in the future, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming live, and thank you for watching later. There's going to be links in the description for all of our replay viewers. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, X, and TikTok. Make sure you're subscribed on YouTube and Twitch and Kick as well. And thank you for watching the McFarlane Toys Show. It was great to see you as always, and we will see you on the next one. Have a good one, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye-bye.